Zambia's former President Edgar Lungu has been warned against jogging in public. Officials have described these exercises as political activism. Lungu is now required to seek police approval for future workouts. And to tell us more about this, I'm joined by Secretary General of Lungu's party, Patriotic Front, Raphael Nakacinda, who was also in the previous administration as Minister of Water. Mr. Nakacinda, appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us. Can you clarify why the police have warned former President Edgar Lungu against jogging in public? What specific concerns have been raised regarding his weekly workouts?
Well, I think, first of all, it is insane to even have such a pronouncement made by the police. I think what we can attribute this to is that under the leadership of Akande, he has appointed officers in high ranking portfolios of the police service that were more or less affiliated to UPND. And to that effect, instead of being professional, they seem to be conducting themselves like they are political agents of the ruling party. There is no law in the Republic of Zambia that hinders or stops any citizen from enjoying their freedom and right of movement, or indeed, in this case, first of all, it's even embarrassing that we have to be talking about jogging, of a citizen of the Republic of Zambia. Dr. Edgar Lungu, though he's former president, is a citizen of this country and he enjoys the same liberties, freedoms, and rights like any other citizen. And therefore, if he chooses that he's going to do his exercises to keep fit by way of having a run or a jog, I don't think that should really be a concern of the police. And just like any other person that is in a public figure, there is always a tendency of having ordinary people getting amused by the activities of those public figures when they are out there, whether it is jogging.
Well, this has been described as a political activism of sorts. Is it political activism? Is it part of Dr. Lungu's strategy to engage with the electorate, potential voters, maybe?
But, I mean, even you can imagine, how can jogging be political activism? Because first of all, there is a specific route he takes. It's not that he's jogging across the country. He's jogging from his house to a particular specific point and get back home. So how does that amount to political activism? If there are people who decide to join him during his time of jogging, our interpretation is that they're just inspired by the fact that this is a disciplined person who takes care of his health, and therefore he is involved in these healthy activities to make sure that he remains fit. And it's not a strange phenomena. He has been doing this before he became president, during the time that he was president, and now that he is out of office. In Zambia, we are nursing a sitting president, in this case, Akande, who has this paranoia, when it comes to the former president. He has, I think, created in his mind a political opponent in the former president, who, in this case, we want to describe as a figment of his imagination, only on the basis that, as far as is concerned, since the former president is eligible to contest, and looking at his performance in government, which the Zambian people are saying is far below their expectation. And when they compare his performance to that of the former president, they think that the former president performed way much better, even when they had, cast a vote against him.
Will the former president be contesting in the 2026 election?
No. That's not what the position is now, because that's a personal choice he has to make. But we're just speaking as a party, analyzing the reaction of the ruling party and the president of the ruling party today. He is so obsessed with Edgar Lungu to a point where he's now making a fool of himself in reacting to every move. And he's reacting to a person who's not even talking or responding to him. For example, it's not just about jogging. He goes to church, they react. He goes to, a funeral, they react. He goes to some social gathering, they react. It only goes to show that they are so paranoid and afraid of this gentleman, and I think in their only calculations and permutations, I think that if he decides to come back into active politics, he will be a great challenge when it comes to them sustaining their stay in government beyond 2026. And I think that is what is troubling them.
Mr. Nakacinda, I'm going to have to thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you coming on to Africa Today. Raphael Nakacinda, Patriotic Front Secretary General, which is Edgar Lungu's political party.